The following video contains incoherent reasoning and content cliches up the wazoo. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone, it's Kermit595 here with another commentary. Today we're covering Gamelink Reviews, who did a top 5 games I hate that everyone loves list. You know, that kind of list that not even the Autark Flame could pull off. This is going to be pretty fun to cover, isn't it? Well, with that being said, on with the video.
Okay, let's get the obvious out of the way first. Number 5 is Call of Duty.
Of course!
Now, the reason I don't like this is, one, I grew up with Mario. Everybody around me, they loved Call of Duty. They were like, oh, did you get the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare? I was so sick to death of it. And that's one of the reasons why I hate it, is because I think it's so oversaturated and overrated. It's not that great of it's just an average first-person shooter. I mean, honestly, I'd rather play Counter-Strike. I'd rather play Counter-Strike than play Call of Duty, or TF2, or Overwatch. Overwatch looks amazing. I don't have it because I am broke as hell, but as soon as I get it, I'm gonna play the hell out of it.
Earth to Gamelink, your little ramble on Overwatch and how much you want to play it has nothing to do with why Call of Duty is overrated. Stay on point, you pleb.
But, Overwatch, Team Fortress 2, and Counter-Strike are all really fun games. Plus, it's just that they do the same thing over and over again with very minor changes. And people can say that about Super Mario and Mario Party and stuff like that. But the changes that they add make the game fun. With Call of Duty, I literally do not care, I don't really notice a lot of changes that they make to the game because they're so minute. It's just the same game. It's like they're practically reskinning the same game.
I love how he says this as he shows off Infinite Warfare. You know, the game that brought space battles to Call of Duty. Something not done in any other game and is kind of a major change in direction.
Now, the worst thing that they did, in my opinion, which really made them look very desperate, was the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare incident where they packaged the game with Call of Duty, the remake of Call of Duty 4, but the only way to get that with the remastered version was if you bought Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, which many people do not like. I think that's such a low, and no company should have to stoop to that level, and if you do, you look very desperate and you should start filing for bankruptcy.
Incident? I mean, if packaging 2 games in one counts as a major incident to you, I would hate to see what you would describe the Orange Box or the Sonic Dream Collection. Also, filing for bankruptcy. Just because you view the idea as desperate means Treyarch and Infinity Ward, who, last time I checked, were doing fairly well for themselves, should go belly up? Christ, you're an idiot!
Number 4, Angry Birds. It's the same reason why I hate Call of Duty. It's so overrated and so oversaturated.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Oversaturated. Literally, I went to Target today, and the amount of Angry Birds merchandise I saw was so much. I couldn't take it. I want to go out. I want to go play Duck Hunt now.
Keep this little anecdote in mind because it contradicts the later point he attempts to use, proving his arguing skills can be compared to a mango's. Actually, maybe that's a bit too mean. A mango might be able to make a better argument if I'm being perfectly honest.
It's just not fun. That's the other thing. Angry Birds is fun for a few minutes while you're just sitting on the toilet. That's the only reason why you would play that game. Or if the Wi-Fi is down and you still have some battery left on your phone and you just want to kill some time, you just turn your phone brightness all the way down to 0 and put on airplane mode so you save a lot of battery and just play some Angry Birds because the game doesn't require Wi-Fi. It's a time waster, and no game should have to be a time waster.
Games shouldn't be time wasters. You know, the entire point of games are to kill time. Sure, some games are designed to be more like stories and focus on a message throughout, kind of like No More Heroes, but when you dig down deep to the core of their purpose, it's ultimately to provide a fun time and to give you something to do, which you're sitting here claiming Angry Birds shouldn't be doing. Please get better at arguing now, before I suffer a stroke.
Thing is the movie. Why? What made them think in 2016, 4 years after Angry Birds died as a franchise, pretty much nobody plays it anymore, nobody talks about it anymore, there's not a lot of merchandise being sold, why 4 years later, 3 or 4 years later, did they think it was finally time to make a movie?
So you say you ran into a lot of merchandise relating to Angry Birds earlier in the video, and yet here you're claiming the franchise is dead and that the merchandise doesn't show up much anymore? Those teeth marks in your ass cheek look painful.
Number 3, the Simpsons game. And I mean the console, actually no, I mean all the games. All the Simpsons games on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, the Wii, and the DS. I just didn't like this game. I am a major Simpsons fan. Like, I've been watching Simpsons since I was like 8 years old or something like that. Even younger than that. I love The Simpsons, and I'm so sad that it's going to come to an end by season 30.
Stopping you right here. I actually have a list of 1004 issues I have with this interjection alone, so bear with me. Number 1, you're rambling about The Simpsons coming to an end doesn't actually relate to why you don't like this game in the slightest. Number 2, eventually you do get to the gameplay of the game. Though, since you mentioned it being on all consoles, you don't bother to tell us which version you're talking about when you mentioned the problems you have with the level design. And given that one is on the PS3/360 and the other's on the DS, both entirely different games, yeah, that's kind of important. Number 3, armbar. Number 4, moss-covered free-handle credenza... Wait, I'm reading the wrong list now.
Sonic Adventure 2. I'm sorry, it's not good. It's really not good. I'm sorry. It's not a good Sonic game. It's so not good. The reason why it's not good is because... Oh, where do I begin? Okay. First of all, watch Pro Jared's video on it, because he explains a lot of what I'm about to explain and probably even more.
What if I don't want to go and watch Pro Jared's video on it? What if I want to hear your take on why it's good or not? Aren't you the presenter here? I paid $7 Canadian here. I am considering getting a refund.
It's not fun, except for the Sonic and the Shadow stages. Depending on which mode you're playing. It's not fun. Tails is awful. Tails and Robotnik, awful. Knuckles and Rouge are tedious as hell. As far as I know, this was the first Sonic game to take place in a city area.
Sonic Adventure 2 doesn't just take place in the city, but if you want to go by that logic, Sonic Adventure 1 would have been the first to take place in the city, you know, considering more time spent in a city in that game than was in the sequel. And if we really want to get technical, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 weren't the first Sonic games to have urban areas in them. The first Sonic game had Starlight Zone, which is considered an urban area. Sonic Chaos has Gigopolis. Sonic R has Radical City. Shall I go on, or...?
Which sent the series into a downward spiral of taking place in city areas that are not in the forest. Sonic the Black Knight, Sonic the Werehog, Sonic 06, and then they finally returned to it in Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, but obviously that game was a mess.
So even by your own weird logic of Sonic games being shit if they're based in an urban location, you contradict that by bringing up Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. Is your ass still intact? I mean, your logic is biting in the ass repeatedly, and goddamn, those teeth are pretty damn sharp.
But, oh my god, it's just so oversaturated. When I played it, I was just like, okay, this is 3D Sonic, okay, that's cool. Then I was fine with Sonic and Shadow, but I was just like praying that the Tails and Knuckles stages would end. Then they take up about 2/3 of the game, even more probably. It's so tedious and I hate it, and even there's Sonic stages that are bad. There's like one good Knuckles stage. It's not good. It's not a good game, and I hate it when people say it's the best Sonic game of all time. It's not the best Sonic game. It's bad. Sonic 2 is probably the best Sonic game, as far as I know.
Here's my opinion. Now shove it down your throats, plebs.
Honestly though, I mean, it's fine if you prefer Sonic 2 over Sonic Adventure, but you're basically bitching and moaning that there are people out there that enjoy Adventure 2, and to be honest, it's pathetic. People have their opinions just like you do. Opinions are fine. I may disagree with yours, and you can disagree with others. But the difference is all in if you can back up your opinions with solid arguments if you're going to make a video like this, which you failed to do. I'm ending the video here since all you do is bitch and moan a bit more before you mercifully end it. Overall, if I can be blunt, this was a train wreck. Your arguments weren't researched at all, and either boiled down to you complaining that some people like the games that you don't, or making statements and using big words to make you sound smart, and possibly know what you're talking about. Which it didn't. All I can really say is you need to put more thought into videos like this, or you're going to risk having a shit quality video with poor arguments like this one. I'm KermyFan95, signing off.